Hey everyone, Blake here with Gorilla Zen Fitness, and today's video is going to be about forward head posture. So I received a request to make a video on this a few weeks ago, so that's what I'm doing today. Basically what I'm going to be talking about is basically what forward head posture is, why it's bad, what causes it, and a couple of corrective exercises you can do to fix it. So like the title implies, forward head posture is characterized by your head being forward. So this line right here is called your vertebral axis, and basically it's a perfectly vertical line, and it's a good way to assess people's postures, basically. But how you should line up and what your alignment should look like in an ideal fashion would be your ear would be right over your shoulder, and it would go right over your spine here on this vertebral axis, okay? So forward head posture is when your head is in front of that line, like this. Look at it this way. Your head is essentially a 10 to 11 pound bowling ball sitting on top of a stick, okay? So obviously the best situation here where bipedal creatures are supposed to stand upright would be for the head to be resting right on top of the vertebral axis here, okay? If it's forward even an inch, it's not gonna stay an inch because every time you step, every time you move, gravity pounds that head forward, and it warps the entire spine forward so that when you're an old person, you're going to be walking around like this. It causes kyphosis, that's what that's called, in the upper back, that severe rounding. And basically, not only can that cause a lot of neurological issues and pain in the upper back and in the neck area, but it also just looks really bad. So what causes this forward head posture is something that you all probably know intuitively, but it's basically the way that we live our lives now. Lots of times when we're sitting down, when we're driving, working at a computer or reading or something like that, if you become aware of this, you'll notice that your head just starts to go forward like that, okay? It's just like a natural consequence of living in the times that we live in. We're always looking down, we're always reading a book, typing, texting, whatever it is. Our head just happens to go into that position. So one way that you can actually fix this problem right away is to be aware of that and make sure that you pull that head back and you keep it on top of your spine when you're sitting. And that's actually the main method that you can use to fix your forward head posture. I'm going to show you corrective exercises here in a second. However, if you just continue to do the same things sitting with your head forward and driving with your head forward, the same things essentially that cause your forward head posture in the first place, these exercises are not going to do that much for you. So the first step that you should give number one priority to is realizing that you're likely to jutting your head forward when you're sitting down, so keep it back on top of the spine. So the muscles that actually become overactive and tight and too excitable when you're sitting a lot, and the muscles that push your head forward are actually on the back of your neck here, okay? So our job always when correcting muscle imbalances is to identify the overactive ones and shut them off using myofascial release and stretching, and identify the weak ones and strengthen those. So these are the overactive ones. These are the ones behind your neck here that push your head forward. So one thing you can do is get somebody to kind of massage your neck, okay, right up to the base of your skull. It's hard to use tools in this area. Like in my other videos, I talk about using foam rollers, softballs, and things like that. Neck is a really sensitive area. Don't ever try to use a softball in your neck. What works best here is really a human hand. So, hire a certified massage therapist or a rolfer to work on those muscles. So a static stretch that you can do for the muscles back here is like this. Essentially, I'm going to get to the side here so you can see. You pull your head back, make sure it's on top of your vertebral axis. Okay, you have good posture here. Basically, you put one hand on your chin, the other hand on the back of your head. And what you're going to do is you're going to push your chin in while you pull the top of your head up. So you're trying to rotate your head forward. You should feel a nice stretching sensation back here, okay? Just like this. All right, that's pretty much it. It looks kind of funny, but that's a really good stretch for those muscles. It'll help stretch them out and turn off their excitability so they don't push your head forward as much. Be very careful with that exercise, especially if you've had neck issues or shoulder pain. Pretty much if you've had any type of neck injury, don't do that one because those cervical vertebrae are very, very sensitive and you do not want to hurt them and cause some sort of central nervous system injury. So we're going to strengthen the deep cervical flexors, which are right in here. These muscles push the head on top of the spine, and these are the muscles that you happen to be weak in. So by strengthening these muscles in conjunction with stretching and releasing these muscles, you'll have a much easier time keeping your head on top of your spine. So this is one of my favorite exercises. It's really the most effective one to fix forward head posture. What you do is you can lay on the ground. You're basically going to lay back like this, okay? You're going to keep your body relaxed here. You're going to turn your head down 45 degrees. This is very similar to that stretch that we started with, okay? You're tilting the head down 45 degrees, and then you're just pushing down with your neck like this. Like you're trying to give yourself double chins and you're trying to flatten out your neck here. This is actually a really, really good stretch and strengthening exercise. So you're stretching those same muscles that we started with this exercise while you're simultaneously strengthening those deep cervical flexors. So if you're crunched on time, just do this one and skip the stretch because this is more beneficial. But basically lay here, tilt the head down 45 degrees like you're looking towards your legs, and then you drive straight down like this. You want to hold that for about 30 seconds, do about 3 to 4 sets. You should feel these muscles in here starting to contract. When you first start doing this, don't push down super hard because it's going to take a while to kind of warm up these muscles so you can feel some fatigue in there. And also you want to be gentle on your cervical vertebrae. So it's also a good habit to train the lateral flexors of the neck, the muscles that bend your neck side to side. It's good to train those while your head is on top of your vertebral axis, so all the muscles in the neck can work together in that position. Okay, so basically you can train those muscles isometrically, and one good way to do that is to put a ball on a wall like this, a stability ball. You pull your head back, chin tilted down, put the ball right on your head, and then while your head is on top of your vertebral axis, you push into it gently without letting your head move, contracting these muscles on the side of your neck. Be very gentle here, and like the stretch that we started with, if you've had neck problems, then don't do that exercise. But you want to do that for about 10 contractions on each side. Hold each one for like 2 to 3 seconds, and you can do about 3 sets on each side. Hope you found that video helpful. Don't forget to subscribe over here. And if you have any questions or any topics, anything that you want to see me address or talk about, let me know in the comment box below and I'll be happy to get to them. Other than that, I'll see you next time.